Hello, you beautiful people out there. What is going on? This is your friend Britik coming at you fast into the Paragon tips and tricks video. And today we are going to be talking about the affinities, what roles work best with what affinities, and what cards you guys should look out for with each affinities. I'm throwing some ideas your way before V42 launches. Here is some more gameplay that was given to me by another Notch. Here he is building the deck for Iggy and Scorch that you guys saw the gameplay of in my previous video. He decided to go with knowledge and order. Here you see him highlighting. They give you tips with each of these affinities, but we're going to be talking about them in order from left to right, or they're going to be kind of jumbled, but I mixed up order and knowledge, but it's okay. Anyway, before we get started, there is a link in the description below to a page that shows all of the cards in the game, so if you would like to take a look at these cards after the video or while I'm talking in the video instead of watching this deck build, you guys can go ahead and click on that too. So, we're going to start off with Growth. So, Growth has a lot of great tanky cards, a lot of great sustainability cards, and a lot of early game cards. There's Coin Master, there's Exoskeleton, there's a few really nice early game cards for survivability. So, I'd recommend putting this on tanks or offlaners that you want to be tanky, and of course, it has a bunch of jungle cards. If you're going to be a jungler, you pretty much have to have Growth. It just has nothing but awesome cards that reward you for killing jungle minions like Tyrant, and there's also Growth Totem that helps you get stronger the more you have it along your way in the game. And there's also other cards like Flame of Zetchin, lets you burst down minions, One of the Tribe, which is a crazy awesome late game card, and Unbroken Spirit, which is pretty much Thermobond, the new version of Thermobond. So then you have Order. Order also has a lot of tanky cards. If you're going to build a tank, I'd recommend going Growth and Order. For example, my Sevarog deck is Growth and Order, and he is going to be a freaking tank. It also has a bunch of support cards, like your Quenching Scales transformed into a card called Malinx something. And you have you have Domain of Stillness. You have Godmother Vigilant for the health. It gives you 15% more of whatever your max health is on top of it, which is unbelievable. And you have your wards in Lamplighter. You have a reinforced ward that gives you armor. And you also have this awesome card called Brilliant Fortification, which makes your structures immune to damage for 6 seconds, which can counter sieges, which is pretty amazing. And then you go on to Knowledge, and Knowledge is mainly for mages. There's a lot of cards that have to do with mana when it comes to Knowledge, and here's one of those awesome cards, Power Tap, that I was going to talk about. You just straight up get 15 power. It's consumable. It costs 4,000 gold. You can just keep getting that card over and over and over again, keep getting more and more power. It's pretty cool. There's also, might have it for some offlaners. For example, if I were to make Aurora, I would make her Knowledge and Growth, because Knowledge has some awesome cards for Aurora. Atomic Soldier, for example, just increases your ability damage by 10%. Black Ice Routine deals 250 damage around you in an area and slows for 3 seconds. It's pretty crazy. Soldier of Fortune is also a really good card where it marks a minion in the wave to kill, and when you kill that minion, you gain bonus gold and experience. So it's pretty much like Wukong's ultimate. Just fucking, or not ultimate, his passive, just a whole bunch of awesome stuff in there. Now, the most niche affinity out of all of these, I would say, is Death, because it has a lot of interesting stuff, and I just thought about this while I was making this video, or preparing for this video rather. You can have Death on assassins, carries, because there's a lot of damage and lifesteal in these, but you can also use this to counter tanks very, very well, specifically with heroes that have really good health regeneration, such as Chimera. I might be building Chimera as Growth and Death, not Growth and Chaos, because of some of these cards. You have Grinning Spectre, which is really cool. You deal 300 true damage, so all armor, everything else is negated. Doesn't matter. You just deal straight up 300 damage, and if that attack brings the enemy below 15% health, they are automatically executed. Now, this is kind of weird, but if you're talking about tanks, you can instantly destroy a tank, because tanks usually have a lot of health. I know my Sevarog build is going to have 7,500 health-ish, and 15% of that, oh, you can do the math real quick. Oh my god, 1,600. So, you know, having the Sevarog at around 1,300, 1,400 health in there, he could still survive a good amount of shots. He can thermobond his health back a little bit. He has a bunch of health regen, but if you need to get him out of there right away, you can use this card. Boom. It doesn't matter that he has 1,500 health left. He's gone. Okay? So that's just a rough estimate example. I literally just did a bunch of math with percentages in my head. You guys can take out calculators and whatever you want. But there's also a bunch of other crazy cards. There's Toxin cards like Nameless Curse. There's Plague Lord Malink, which is really, really cool because it basically links you to an enemy hero, and both of you take 8% of your health as damage over time as long as you're linked. This is good if you have a lot of health regen, because while you're taking the damage, you're also regenning it back faster than hopefully the person you have it linked to. So again, you can link it to tanks who'll take the most damage from it because it's 8% of total health. You can link it to carries like Chimera. You just jump on the carry and link it to the carry, and then just keep getting your health regeneration back while they wither away. And there's a bunch of other cool cards. Vampiric Blade, for example, gives you a ton of lifesteal. It's absolutely insane. Shadow Dancer, Veil Stepper. You guys know about Veil Stepper. Gives you invisibility when passing through fog walls. And then you have Chaos, which is mostly just all of your damage. So carries, junglers, assassins. And there's just a bunch of high damaging cards like Hellfire Engine, which gives you 100 basic damage. Is absolutely insane. But it is combustible, so if you die, you'll lose that card. You'll have to buy it again for 7,000 coins. Deathcrawler, which is probably one of the best cards in the game. Your attack speed's reduced by 65, but you gain 300% damage on hit every 8 seconds, so it's a crazy crit hit. You have Heavy Hitter, which gives you 15% more damage on your basic attacks. And you have Dune Winds, where you can take away some of your health and put it into power, and that is also, I believe, a consumable. So there's just a bunch of cool cards, but Chaos is mainly for those damage dealer heroes. So there you guys have it. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. As always, make sure you all have a wonderful day. Peace.